Hey everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat channel, and today for you guys, as you see up above, we're going to talk about the extra deck and should the extra deck be expanded. Now, I got the idea from this topic from working on all my decks, for the new format and stuff like that over the last couple of weeks since we knew the ban list. I've been working on my Madolche deck, my Fire King deck, guys, and all these other decks that, eventually I'll profile for you guys. But as you guys probably know, I play a lot of different decks. I mean, I do have my competitive decks, but I also got my casual decks that I like playing for fun or taking to tournaments and just playing on the side. But besides that point, guys, I ran into a little problem with some of my decks, not all of them, and that was extra deck space, like you see up in the title above. Should the extra deck be expanded? And it got me thinking on a whole bunch of different things. It got me thinking about how the old days when it used to be called the fusion deck, and you could have as many cards as you wanted in that fusion deck. I mean, I could tell you some stories of some guys that just added a whole bunch of cards to their fusion deck. They would have 30, 40 cards in their fusion deck just because they could, you know. But that was a long, long time ago when I was very young, and my brother and me used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot. But it got me thinking about the extra deck. Should it be expanded? And is there is there a good possibility that within the next year or two that the extra deck could get expanded? And the reason why I thought it's a possibility to happen is because of some of you guys out there may or may not know is that Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal is actually coming to an end in Japan as a show, as the main show of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the main manga and stuff like that. So with this happening, we know we're going to have a new series coming out of Yu-Gi-Oh! And if history is an indicator of anything, going back all the way to Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, we had better fusion monsters there. Then when 5Ds came out, we had Synchros, and then when Zexal came out, you had Exceeds. They always, the new element to Yu-Gi-Oh! They always seem to add more different types of extra deck monsters, I guess is the best way of putting it. Synchros, Exceeds, better fusions, whatever you want to say. And so that got me thinking, with all these, Synchros, fusions, Exceeds, wouldn't they want to, so they could push or make more money, wouldn't they want to expand the extra deck maybe just a little? And with some of my decks, I was like, well, I would like this, but personally, I would not want the extra deck to be expanded. I have my reasons why, simply because I feel in some way that the limit number of cards in the extra deck means you have to think about what extra deck cards that you're going to use the most. Which ones are your key ones? I mean, yes, you're going to have your things like if you're running Madolches, you're going to have your MX Saber Invoker, you're going to have your two Tiramisus. You're going to at least have those three, and everything else, you can just add up on what you want to, which situational type things, and like a toolbox, if you understand what I'm saying. Like I've always said before, it's like a toolbox, the extra deck. But it got me thinking, is it a possibility that it could get expanded because they're bringing out a new series? And because, in some decks, I know my friends have stated this before, that they wish the extra deck was just a little bit bigger. So, my question to you guys is this. Number one, do you think the extra deck needs to get expanded now, or do you think it's a possibility that it could get expanded in the future or near future? And number two, how much would you expand the extra deck? So it's already at 15 right now. So would you make it 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? Now don't tell me you want to have the extra deck like unlimited like it used to be when it was the fusion deck, or just have like 50 or 60, extra deck cards. Don't tell me it's going to be that. I mean, give me a legit number you think that the extra deck could possibly go to, or what you would like to see the extra deck go to. Me personally, like I said, don't hate me. I don't want it to get expanded because personally it's not a big problem with some of my decks, but with some other decks it is. And with a new archetype coming out and the likelihood that they're going to add a new type of extra deck card to the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, they may or may not. They could go, we're going to make monster trap monsters, like metal reflecting slime and stuff like that, the new type of thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! But, you never know about Konami. I mean, you guys know that better than anybody, like I do. But history shows us that they usually add another type of extra deck card. And with that happening again, do you think the extra deck could get bumped up in numbers? You have, bumped up a number because of that, because they want to make more money and stuff like that. But tell me, guys, what you think on this topic, and I look forward to seeing your comments down below. A lot of you guys leave a lot of good comments for me, so keep up those comments, guys. I love reading them and talking about them and responding to them. A lot of you guys out there have very good thoughts and a very good thought process about the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I have to admit that. I got some great subscribers out there. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I can't wait to see what you guys think about this topic. Take care, guys. Till next time. Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here, guys.